Hocus. Stop everything you are doing right now. I need you to find a quiet place, sit down, and hold up your left hand. Do not look at your right hand. The secret is not there. Look at your left palm. What do you see? Most people see skin, wrinkles, perhaps the signs of aging or hard work, but you are not most people. If you are watching this video specifically on or around this significant date of February 14th, it is because your soul has been pulled here by a magnetic resonance that you cannot explain but can certainly feel. You have been feeling it for weeks, haven't you? A strange pressure in the center of your palm, a sudden heat that comes and goes, a tingling sensation that happens when you are near certain people or when you enter crowded rooms. You might have dismissed these as physical symptoms, perhaps thinking you slept on your hand wrong, or that it's just a nerve twitch. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. I am here to tell you that you are wrong. These are not accidents. These are signals. You are holding a map in your hand that predates your birth, a seal that links you to an ancient bloodline of spiritual warriors, healers, and divine messengers. You are part of the 0.1% of the population that carries the specific energetic signature of the chosen ones. And today, we are going to unlock the code etched into your skin. Before we dive into the specific lines that prove your lineage, I need you to verify something. Close your eyes for a second. Focus all your attention on the center of your left palm. Imagine a heavy, warm, golden ball of light resting right there in the cup of your hand. Breathe in, and as you exhale, push your awareness into that spot. Do you feel it? That subtle pulse, that sudden warmth, that is your receiver turning on. Your left hand is your spiritual antenna. In many ancient traditions, the right hand is the hand of giving, of action, of the physical world. But the left hand is connected to the right hemisphere of the brain, the seat of intuition, creativity, and spiritual connection. It is the hand that receives from the divine. If you felt even a slight tingle just now, pause the video and click the like button. This isn't for the algorithm. This is a physical affirmation to the universe that you are awake and listening. By engaging, you are saying, I am here and I am ready to receive. Now look closely at the center of your palm. We are looking for a very specific formation. It is formed by the three major lines: the lifeline, which curves around your thumb, the headline, which runs across the middle, and the heart line, which runs under your fingers. In most people, these lines run parallel or do not intersect in a meaningful way. But in the chosen ones, these lines converge to form a distinct, undeniable letter, M. Look for it. It connects the heart, the head, and the life. If you possess this mark, you are carrying the sign of the messenger. This is not just palmistry, this is sacred geometry. The M signifies that you are a bridge. You do not just live in the physical world, you walk between worlds. You have the unique ability to bring divine knowledge, the wisdom of the head, and filter it through the compassion of the heart, grounding it into the reality of life. This is why you are the person everyone comes to. Have you noticed that? Complete strangers, people you have met for 5 minutes in a grocery store or a waiting room, suddenly feel the urge to tell you their deepest secrets. They tell you about their childhood trauma, their fears, their sins, and afterwards they say, "I don't know why I just told you that. I will tell you why. It is because your left hand, your energy field, is broadcasting a signal of safety and healing. You are a spiritual sanctuary in human form, but there is a shadow side to this gift, and this is where we need to get serious. If you have this mark, or if you feel this heat in your left hand, you have likely experienced a life of intense solitude. You feel misunderstood by your own family. You feel like the black sheep, but in reality, you are the golden sheep, the one sent to break the generational curses of your lineage. Because you are a receiver, you absorb everything. When you walk into a room where an argument just happened, you feel the tension physically, often as a sharp pain or heaviness in your left hand or arm. This brings me to a symptom that almost every chosen one ignores or misinterprets: clumsiness. How often do you drop things? How often do you bump into door frames or knock over a glass of water? You probably criticize yourself, calling yourself uncoordinated. Listen to me closely. This is not a motor skill failure. This is an energetic interference. Your vibration is vibrating at a frequency much higher than the dense physical objects around you. When you are going through a spiritual upgrade, which is happening intensely right now in mid-February, your biomagnetic field expands. When your hand approaches a physical object, the energy surge can cause a momentary disconnect between your intention and your muscle response. You drop the phone not because you are clumsy, but because the power running through your meridian lines is surging. Next time this happens, do not get angry. Stop and say, "I acknowledge my power." This leads us to a terrifying reality that we must address: the pain. Many of you experience unexplained aches in your left hand, specifically in the joints or the center of the palm, which doctors cannot explain. It's not arthritis, it's not carpal tunnel. It is spiritual warfare, because your hands are portals, literally the tools God uses to bless and heal. They are the primary target for forces that want to stop you. If an enemy wants to disarm a soldier, he targets the weapon. Your hands are your weapons of light. Isaiah 49:16 says, "See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands." This is a mirror reflection. Just as you are carved into God's hands, He has left His signature on yours. When you feel that aching pain, it is often an attempt to block your flow of blessings. It usually happens right before a major breakthrough in your life. If your hand has been hurting this week, pay attention. You are on the brink of receiving something massive. I want you to look at another specific area of your hand now. Look at the base of your little finger, the Mercury finger. Do you see small vertical lines running parallel to each other? These are known in ancient texts as the Samaritan lines, or the healer's marks. If you have these, it is confirmation of your mission. You are not here just to work, pay bills, and die. You are here to heal. But healing doesn't always mean you must be a doctor or a Reiki master. You heal through your presence. You heal through your words. You heal by listening. However, these lines also indicate a danger. Because you are a healer, you have a tendency to give until you are empty. You attract energy vampires, narcissists and broken souls who feed off your light. They are drawn to the M on your hand like moths to a flame. They see your light, they take your warmth, and they leave you cold and exhausted. This is why you often feel drained after social interactions. This is why you prefer to be alone. It is not social anxiety, it is energetic preservation. Before I reveal the secret technique to seal your energy field, something you must do every single morning if you want to survive this month, we need to talk about the significance of the date. We are in February, the month associated with the heart. But for the chosen, this isn't about commercial romance. This is about the high heart chakra activation. The energy hitting the planet right now is forcing a convergence of the head and heart lines. For those with the M mark, this is a time of intense activation. You might be having vivid dreams, seeing repeating numbers like 1111 or 444, or hearing high-pitched ringing in your left ear. These are download notifications. Your system is being updated. The universe is trying to hand you the keys to your abundance, but if your hands are closed in fear or clenched in frustration, you cannot receive. There is a scientific aspect to this that we cannot ignore. The human body is bioelectric. Your heart produces the strongest electromagnetic field in the body, which can be measured several feet away. Your hands are the extension of this heart field. When you focus your intention on your left hand, you are literally directing blood flow and electrical impulses to that area. This is known as the piezoelectric effect in biology, but spiritually, it is much more. By acknowledging the mark on your hand, you are completing a circuit. You are telling the universe, I know who I am. This self-recognition is the trigger for abundance. Many of you are struggling financially or feeling stuck in your career. This is because you are trying to operate like a normal person, using only logic and hard work. But you are designed to operate on intuition and flow. The M represents manifestation through magnetism. You do not chase, you attract, but you can only attract when your vessel is clear. Here is the secret that has been kept from you. The reason your life has been so difficult, the reason you have faced more trauma, loss, and betrayal than anyone else you know, is because of that mark on your hand. The diamond is forged only under extreme pressure. The olive yields its oil only when it is crushed. You had to be pressed so that your essence could come out. But the season of crushing is ending. The season of overflowing is beginning. The heat you feel in your left hand is the overflow starting to bubble up. So how do you protect this gift? How do you stop absorbing the negativity of the world? I am going to give you a challenge, a practical spiritual tool that you must use for the next 7 days. If you are ready to accept this challenge, write "I am the vessel" in the comments below. Do it now. Declare it to the public and to yourself. Writing it down anchors the intention in the physical realm. Here is the technique. Every morning, before you check your phone, before you speak to anyone, look at your left hand. Trace the M line with your right index finger 3 times. As you trace it, visualize a blue light sealing your skin. This blue light is a filter. It allows love and divine guidance to enter, but it blocks malice, envy, and low vibrational debris. Then clench your left hand into a fist and say, I seal my field. I am a conduit for God's light, not a dumpster for the world's darkness. Open your hand and imagine releasing a wave of white light into your day. This simple act of tracing the line resets your bioenergetic boundaries. You will notice that people who usually drain you will suddenly avoid you or keep their distance. You will notice that you don't feel as tired at the end of the day. But there is a deeper layer to this. What if you don't see the M? What if your lines are faint or broken? Do not panic. The lines on your hand are not static. They change as you change. This is a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity manifested in the flesh. As you change your neural pathways through prayer, meditation, and changing your mindset, the lines on your palms can actually shift, deepen, and reconnect over periods of 6 months to a year. If the M is faint, it means your power is dormant, waiting for you to claim it. If the lines are broken, it represents the trauma you are currently healing. You have the power to write your own destiny, literally etching it into your skin with the choices you make today. Let's talk about the abundance that is your birthright. The M also stands for money, but not in the greedy sense. It stands for resources needed to fulfill your mission. God does not send a soldier into battle without ammunition. He does not send a builder without bricks. If you are a chosen one, poverty is not your destiny. It is a temporary blockage. The blockage exists because you have likely been rejecting your intuition. Remember, the left hand connects to the right brain, the intuition. How many times did you get a gut feeling to invest in something, to call someone, or to start a project, and you ignored it because it didn't make logical sense? And then later, you regretted it. That was you ignoring the signal from your left hand. The heat you feel now is a warning. Stop ignoring your intuition. The next time your hand tingles or gets warm, pay attention to what you are thinking or doing in that exact moment. That is your guidance system. That is your GPS. Follow the heat. There is a warning I must give you about the coming days. As you begin to acknowledge this power, the spotlight on you in the spiritual realm will get brighter. This means you might experience a sudden flare-up of old emotions or sudden conflicts with people who are vibrating at a lower level. They will try to provoke you. They will try to make you angry. Why? Because when you are angry, your frequency drops and your protection shield comes down. Do not take the bait. When someone tries to trigger you this week, look at your left hand. Remember who you are. Remember the M. You are a master of your emotions, not a slave to theirs. This is the test of the chosen. Can you maintain your frequency when the world around you is in chaos? I want to share a truth that might bring tears to your eyes. You have often felt that you don't belong on this planet. You look at the violence, the greed, and the superficiality, and you feel a deep, aching homesickness. You wonder, why am I here? You are here because you are the antibody. The world is sick, and you are the medicine. The mark on your hand is your license to practice. You don't need a degree. You don't need permission from society. You have been ordained by the Most High. The loneliness you feel is the price of your uniqueness. Eagles fly alone. Pigeons flock together. Do not mourn the loss of people who could not fly at your altitude. Let's go back to the physical sensations. Sometimes you might feel a sharp, needle-like pain in the center of your palm. In acupuncture and reflexology, this point is known as the Palace of Toil, Laogong, pericardium 8. It is directly connected to the heart protector. When this point hurts, it means your heart is working overtime to process the suffering of the world. If you feel this, you need water. Water is the conduit of spirit. Go to a sink, turn on the cold water and run it over your left hand for 30 seconds. Visualize the heavy black energy washing off your skin and going down the drain. Salt is also your best friend. If the energy in your home feels heavy, or if your hands feel swollen with energy, wash them with sea salt. Salt neutralizes the ionic charge of negative energy. These are ancient technologies that have been forgotten, but you, the chosen, are remembering them. You might be wondering, is this really me? Am I really special? The doubt is actually proof. The ego always thinks it is special. The spirit is humble and questions its worthiness. The fact that you question it shows that you are not operating from ego. But false humility is also a trap. To deny your light is to insult the Creator who gave it to you. You must step into your authority. February is a turning point. The energies are aligning to support the M carriers. Expect synchronicities. You will think of a song and it will play. You will think of a person and they will call. This is the delay between thought and manifestation shortening. As we move forward, I need you to understand the lifeline component of your M. This line curves around the thumb. It represents your vitality and your grounding. For many chosen ones, this line can be faint or have islands, small circles in it. This indicates periods of depression or low energy where you wanted to give up. But look at how the line continues. You are still here. You survived 100% of your bad days. The M structure uses the lifeline as its foundation. This means your purpose is rooted in your survival. Your mess is your message. The pain you went through was the ink used to draw the map on your hand. Without the struggle, there would be no M. Without the trauma, there would be no triumph. Wear your scars proudly. They are battle stripes. Now I want to address the skeptics who might be whispering in your mind, or the friends who told you that palmistry is nonsense. Science tells us that fingerprints develop in the womb around the 10th week, influenced by the stress levels and hormonal environment of the mother. But the lines on the palm, they are formed by the neural impulses of the brain before you are even born. Your hand is an external printout of your internal wiring. When we talk about the M, we are talking about a specific neurological wiring that connects survival, lifeline, intellect, headline, and emotion, heartline, into a unified circuit. This is rare. Most people have these separated. They think one thing but feel another. They feel one thing but do another. You are integrated. When you love with your head and your life. When you think with your heart. This integration is what makes you powerful, but it is also what makes you intense. People can feel your intensity. It intimidates them. Do not dim your light to make others comfortable. If your light hurts their eyes, let them wear sunglasses. We are approaching the end of this transmission, but the real work begins when this video ends. You have a responsibility now. You cannot unknow what you have learned. You have checked your hand. You have felt the heat. You have acknowledged the M. Now, what will you do with it? Will you go back to sleep, or will you awaken? I want you to try one more experiment. Tonight, before you go to sleep, place your left hand over your heart. Feel the rhythm. Your heart beats around 100,000 times a day. It is the drum of your soul. With your hand over your heart, say this affirmation: I accept my power. I accept my mission. I activate the seal of the messenger. I am ready to receive. Say it until you feel a shift in your body. You might yawn, you might shiver, you might cry. These are release mechanisms. Let them happen. And remember, you are part of a community. You are not alone on this journey. Look at the comments section. See how many others are writing, I am the vessel. These are your brothers and sisters. These are the other marked ones. We are scattered across the globe, but we are connected by this frequency. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider this your invitation to the tribe. By joining, you are strengthening the signal for all of us. Turn on the notification bell, because the next transmission will discuss how to use your M mark to unlock financial flow. And you do not want to miss that. The world is changing. The veil is thinning. The old systems are crumbling, and the new world will be built by the healers, the feelers, and the messengers. It will be built by hands like yours, hands that have bled, hands that have toiled, hands that have held the weight of the world. God chose your hands for a reason. Keep them clean, keep them open, keep them strong. If you made it to this point in the video, you are definitely one of the few. Most people have the attention span of a goldfish. They clicked off minutes ago, but you are still here. This proves your discipline and your hunger for truth. As a reward for your persistence, I will leave you with one final secret. The M is not just on your hand. It is a vibration you carry in your voice. In the coming days, speak your desires out loud, not in your head, but with your voice. The vibration of your voice, combined with the energy of your hands, creates a creation vortex. Speak what you want to see. I am healthy. I am abundant. I am loved. Watch how quickly the universe rearranges itself to match your declaration. Thank you for your light. Thank you for your service to humanity, even when it goes unnoticed. We see you. The universe sees you. And most importantly, the Creator knows your name and has it written on his palm, just as you have his mark on yours. Walk in peace, walk in power, and never forget the sacred sign you carry. Until next time, take care of your energy. The world needs you now, more than ever. However, there is a hidden chapter to the saga of the letter M that is rarely discussed in public forums. It is considered forbidden knowledge in some esoteric circles because it deals with the shadow side of this gift. Most palm readers will only tell you the good news, that you are special, gifted and intuitive, but they fail to warn you about the cost of this intuition. If you are still watching, it means you are ready for the advanced level of this understanding. You have likely felt a heaviness in your chest recently, a sense of exhaustion that sleep does not cure. This is not a medical condition. It is an energetic one, and it is directly linked to the wiring we just discussed. Let's look at the science of your nervous system again. Because your lifeline, headline, and heartline are connected in that rare M formation, your brain does not filter stimuli the way an average person's brain does. In psychology, we refer to the concept of latent inhibition. Low latent inhibition means your brain treats incoming information, sights, sounds, and specifically the emotions of others, as significant. You don't just see a person crying, you feel the grief in your own somatic tissues. You don't just hear a lie, you feel the dissonance in your solar plexus. This is the burden of the M. You are a walking, breathing emotional sponge. Think about your relationships over the last 10 years. How many times have you attracted people who were broken? How many times did you find yourself in the role of the therapist, the savior, or the fixer for a partner or a friend? This is not a coincidence. It is magnetic physics. The M on your palm acts like a beacon for lost souls. They see your light, and they are drawn to it like moths to a flame. But unlike a moth, they can drain the fuel that keeps your flame burning. We call these individuals energy vampires, and unfortunately, people with the M marking are their favorite source of supply. You give freely because your heartline is open. You understand them deeply because your headline is intuitive. And you stay too long because your lifeline is resilient. This leads us to a critical warning. You must learn the art of etheric shielding. Without it, your gift will become your curse. You will end up with adrenal fatigue, chronic inflammation, or unexplained autoimmune issues. Science is beginning to understand that empathy is not just an emotion. It is a physiological firing of mirror neurons. If your mirror neurons are constantly firing to match the pain of those around you, your body is living in a state of chronic stress that isn't even yours. You are carrying the karma of your family, your workplace, and your community. So, how do you stop this? You do not need to cut off your hand or close your heart. You need to build a gate. Imagine your M not just as a mark, but as a control panel. Until now, the switches have been stuck in the on position. You are receiving everything 24/7. The next time you are in a crowded place or dealing with a difficult person, I want you to physically close your hand into a fist, tucking your thumb inside your fingers. This is an ancient mudra known as the Mushti Mudra. By covering the thumb, which represents the ego and the fire element, you are sealing your energy circuit. You are telling your subconscious mind, I am currently in power save mode. I am not available for energy extraction. Try this the next time you feel drained. You will feel an immediate containment of your biomagnetic field. Now let's go deeper into the palm. Look closely at the area where the M is formed. Specifically, look for a small cross or an X shape located between the headline and the heartline, right in the center of the palm. This is often called the mystic cross or the La Croix mystique in old French palmistry. If you have the M plus this cross, your intuition is not just sharp, it is prophetic. You are the person who dreams of someone, and they call you the next day. You are the person who gets a bad feeling about a flight, and it gets delayed. This cross indicates a bridge between the conscious and unconscious worlds. But here is the fascinating scientific correlation. Studies on individuals with high intuitive capabilities often show heightened activity in the temporal lobes of the brain, the area associated with processing sensory input and emotional memory. Your brain is essentially a time-traveling device. It picks up on patterns so subtle that your conscious mind cannot explain them, so it delivers the message as a gut feeling. Society tells you to ignore these feelings. They tell you to be rational. But for you, the most rational thing you can do is trust the irrational. When that X in your palm tingles or when your stomach drops, pay attention. It is your biological radar system detecting a threat or an opportunity that is not yet visible on the horizon. There is another aspect of the M that we must address, and it is perhaps the most sensitive topic of all: money. You might wonder, if I am so gifted, why do I struggle with finances? Why does money seem to slip through my fingers? This is a common paradox for the M carrier. The reason lies in your wiring. Remember, your head and heart are linked. In our modern capitalist society, making money often requires a certain level of detachment, a disconnect between the heart and the head. Business is business, right? But for you, everything is personal. You cannot sell a product you don't believe in. You cannot work for a boss you don't respect. You cannot charge a high price to someone who is suffering, even if your service is worth it. Your nervous system rejects inauthenticity. If you try to make money in a way that violates your spirit, your M will sabotage you. You will get sick, you will lose interest, or the deal will fall apart. This is not bad luck. This is your soul protecting you from a path that is not yours. The secret to unlocking wealth for the M personality is not in hustling harder, it is in alignment. You must find a way to serve that feels like breathing. When you monetize your compassion, your wisdom, or your creativity, when you do what you were built to do, the money flows differently. It flows as a form of appreciation energy, not just transaction. I want to challenge you to look at your hand one more time. Look at the lifeline, the line that's attention. You need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuzazara readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.